Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie podcast. And on here, this special edition, I have an announcement. I had some people reach out to me and, my friend Deneen, and I just had to get some information out that maybe perhaps we can help somebody in the community. So I want to kind of podcast this and get it out there. So, um, first things first. This is a project that's going on in Wareham, Massachusetts, and it's called Mia Strong, right? And Mia is a young girl in the town, and she had some complications, and we're going to talk about it. So the there's a few flyers that I was able to dig up. Mia's Patch Project, which is very kind of inspirational, puts a smile on her face where she collects police department patches. So we're going to try to help her out. And there's another event that's coming up, and that was July 12th, I believe it was. And this is all the different things: the GoFundMe pages, the you know some of the caring projects, different merchandise that they have that's up for sale, and all goes to me. Okay. All right. All right. So, on the podcast, I like to bring out things like these little news briefs and new information, some community connections, as I call them, where we can kind of get something out, that where there's some need, some help being asked, and those are the things that I like bringing out. So, all right. So, and now I've never met Mia or her family. This is just somebody reaching out who's a dear friend of mine. And so I'm just trying to get this information out. And I'm glad that I am because I think I can help out a little bit more. So, all right. Excuse me. Man, just can't get rid of this nagging cough, man. Congratulations to Cabo Verde and the World Cup tournament, doing some great things and putting the country on the map. Um, Sad day for the USA team. They lost. Kind of didn't expect that. Not too many people did. But you never know. Any given day, when it comes to sports, any team can get beat at any moment. Trying to make sure this cable's in here. Noise. All right. So we're going to continue. Let's start this off with some information, right? Got a little narrative I'm going to end up, you know, speaking to you about. And excuse me. All right. So this is hashtag Mia Strong. Tonight I want to tell you a story, not a story about headlines or politics or anything loud or flashy, but something quieter, something real, something happening right now in our backyard that isn't finished yet for a little girl who deserves to play in it. Her name is Mia, and right now Mia is fighting something no child should ever have to face: acute myeloid leukemia, AML. Three letters that changed everything. Before those letters entered her life, things were normal, busy, maybe a little chaotic, like most families, full of plans and projects and small moments that didn't seem important at the time, but now mean everything. Mia's mom, Brianna, and her bonus dad, Josh, were in the middle of creating something special for her. They had started redoing their backyard patio, not just for decoration, not just for looks, but for Mia. A space where she could play, relax, laugh, and a place where that would belong to her. You can picture it, right? Fresh pavers laid out under the sun, made a chair or two and a place for her to sit, maybe draw chalk or maybe just be a kid, a place for memories and where they're supposed to happen. But life doesn't always follow that plan because right now that patio couldn't be finished. Everything stopped. Mia was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. And just like that, the project didn't matter anymore. The backyard didn't matter. The patio didn't matter. What mattered was Mia, her treatment, her hospital stays, her strength, her fight. And if you ever known a family going through something like this, you know it doesn't just affect one person. It shakes everything. It rearranges priorities. It turns time into something different. Days aren't just days anymore. They become appointments, treatments, waiting rooms, results, uncertainty. And in the middle of all that, unfinished patio sits quietly in the backyard, waiting. Not forgotten, just paused. Because when your child is fighting cancer, everything else has to wait. But here's the thing, that patio still matters. Not because it's construction, not because it's a project, but because of what it represents. It represents normalcy. It represents a place for Mia to come home to, a place where she can step outside of hospital rooms, IV lines, and treatment schedules and just be Mia again, even if it only is for a little while. And that's why we're here tonight, because this isn't just about Mia's story. This is a moment where a community can step in, where people who don't even know her can still make a difference in her life. The pavers, they've already purchased, the vision already there. What's missing are the hands, the time, the skill, the people willing to show up and say, I can help. And maybe that's you, or maybe it's someone you know, someone who works in landscaping, someone who lays stone, someone who builds patios for a living, or someone who just knows how to get things done. Because sometimes helping doesn't mean doing something big or impossible. Sometimes it means showing up with tools, with effort, with heart, and finishing something that a family had to put on hold because life gave them something much harder to deal with. Now, I want you to think about something for a second. Imagine Mia coming home after a long visit stay. She's tired. She's been through more than most adults can handle. And she steps outside, and instead of an unfinished space, she sees it completed. A patio built just for her, a place where she can sit, breathe, and feel something close to normal again. That moment, that feeling. And that's what this is about. That's what we're trying to create. Not just a patio, but a moment, a memory, a small piece of peace in the middle of something incredibly hard. And if you ever wondered whether small acts of kindness matter, they do. They matter more than you can think. Because of Mia, this isn't small, this is everything. Now let's talk about strength for a second. Because you'll hear people say it all the time. She's so strong, and Mia is. But strength doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean there aren't hard times. It doesn't mean there aren't moments of fear or exhaustion or frustration. It means she keeps going anyways. It means her family keeps going anyways. And that kind of strength deserves support. It deserves people standing behind it saying, you're not doing this alone. That's what hashtag Mia Strong is about. It's about, it's not just about a hashtag, it's a reminder, a statement, a way for people to come together and say, we see you, we care, and we are here. And tonight, through this podcast, that message goes even further because someone listening right now might be exactly who this family needs. Someone with skills, someone with time, someone with the connections, or maybe someone who just knows how to share this story and to get it in front of the right person. And that matters too. Never underestimate the power of sharing because one share can turn into 10. 10 can turn into 100. And somewhere in that chain is a person who says yes, the person who shows up, the person who helps finish what was started. Now, I want to slow this down for a moment because stories like this, they deserve that. Mia isn't just a name, she's a kid with a life, a personality, a sense of humor, favorite things, dreams. She's someone who should be worrying about games, friends, and what she wants to do tomorrow, not hospital visits and treatments. And yet, here she is facing something incredibly difficult and still fighting, still showing up, still being Mia. And if she can do that, then we can do our part too. Whether that's helping physically, the patio, or helping by spreading the word, or simply taking a moment to care. Because caring leads to action, and action leads to change. And right now, change looks like a finished backyard. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, I wish I could help, but I don't know how, here's how. If you have experience in landscaping, masonry, or construction, reach out. If you know who does, send this to them. If you're part of a union, a local crew, or even a group of people who get things done, share Mia's story because somewhere out there, there's a team that can make this happen. And maybe they just haven't heard about it yet until now. That's why we're doing this. That's why this story matters. Because awareness turns into action, and action turns into something real, something tangible, something Mia can walk on, sit on, and enjoy. Now, before we wrap up tonight, I want to bring this back to something simple. Simple kindness. Not the kind you post about and forget, but the kind you act on, the kind that takes effort, the kind that shows up, because that's what this moment calls for. And the truth is, we all have the ability to be part of something like this. You don't have to change the world, you just have to help change one small part for one family, one child, for Mia. So here's what I'm asking. If you can help, reach out. If you know someone who can, tell them. If you can share this, do it. Let's get this patio finished. Let's give Mia a place to come to, a home to, and let's show her and her family they are not alone because they shouldn't. Not now, not ever. Thank you for listening and thank you for caring. And thank you for being a part of something that matters. My name is Charlie Perry, and this is the Really Charlie podcast. Remember, hashtag Mia Strong. I'm going to share a couple of things, a couple of flyers. I know that Wareham Police Department in Wareham, Massachusetts is collecting patches for for Mia's patch project. And so let's see, I'm going to put some things up here. There's a couple of events coming up. And let's see, make sure I put the right one up. All right. So this is something simple, right? I need a haircut, and I'm going to hold off till Sunday, July 12th, right? It's Mia Strong. Join us for a day of giving, Sunday, July 12th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All haircut proceeds will be donated to Mia's family, right? They accept gifts um, for like gift baskets and so on. And the location is Faded Image. Let me try to read that. Faded Image Barbershop. That's at 24 Sandwich Road, Wareham, Mass. Telephone number 774 343 7715. That's Faded Image Barbershop. It says, let's come together as a community to show love and support and hope for Mia and her beautiful family. Like I said, they're accepting gift cards or accepting gifts for gift baskets, right? They're probably gonna raffle them off. So if you have some gifts you want to put in that they can put in a basket, whether it's the things people like, the good things. Together we can make a difference. All right, that's July 12th, Sunday, July 12th. Remember this hashtag, right? Hashtag Mia Strong. Strong heart, brave spirit, and bigger purpose. Let's see, got a few other things. This is Mia's Patch Project, put on by Wareham Police, and they like to send patches to her. For all my police officer friends and colleagues that I had years ago, please, man, I know what it takes when you're collecting patches. You always get one of the same. If you have any extras, come on, share it with Mia. A patch that she gets today is, and maybe you just, that patch is not part of your collection now, but you can always get another one. I know you can. Let's make a smile. Let's put a smile on Mia when she collects those patches and sees different agencies giving her patches. She always wanted to be a police officer, so let's help her out. There is some merchandise here. It's got some t-shirts, $30, stickers, $3 and $5, bracelets, $5, yard signs, Mia Strong, donation boxes, hashtag GoFundMe. Q&R code is there, but I can't put it up here on my screen. I just got this at the last second. So Faded Images is that day of giving. Like I said, July 12th for the haircuts. There's Mia's Magical Dream House, and Mia's Project. All right. So I'm gonna try to share this on my pages and make sure it gets out there. I saved it on a couple of them already. So I can't wait. All right. I heard earlier that WNB1, Sound of the Secret City, hashtag WNB1, spell out the word one radio. Check it out, WNB1.com. Spell out the word one, WNB1.com. B Mags, DJ B Mags had made an announcement similar to what I did here. And so everybody's getting involved, right? Everyone is getting involved to help out this young girl and her family. So I'm going to keep on sharing and posting things, but if you're out there and you can help, come on, let's do it together. All right. Thank you, everybody. This was a special edition for Mia and her family. It's hashtag Mia Strong and Mia, MIA Strong. All right. Take care. God bless. I appreciate you. I will have another podcast tomorrow night with Dr. Robert Cruz, an author, great man from my community. He's moved and ventured off to another state, but he's going to come on the podcast and we're going to highlight him. We're going to give him his flowers while he's standing. That's tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern time on the Really Jolly podcast. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I will keep you updated on Mia's progress and all the different things that are going on. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.